Welcome back to Nino Brown Sports. Breaking news. Mike Tomlin just did the unthinkable. He stepped down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the craziest part is he did it before they could do it to him. This ain't just a coach leaving a job. This a whole era ending in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin coached the Steelers for 19 seasons. That's almost 2 decades of being the face of a franchise. And in them years, Mike Tomlin did something that most coaches can't even dream of. He never had a losing season, not one. That's 19 straight non-losing seasons, which means he gave Pittsburgh 19 either winning or over or up at 500 seasons in a row. Mike Tomlin never had a scandal attached to his name in 19 years. Because even when Antonio Brown, and y'all know he the Lulu, he was on the team in Pittsburgh in his prime year, AB referred to Mike Tomlin as a father figure. That's before that CTE kicked in and AB blanked out and got kicked out of the pit. But let's talk about Mike Tomlin winning seasons, because this is how he built a legacy as a black coach in the NFL. Out of those 19 years in Pittsburgh, he put up 17 winning seasons and 2 8-8 years. He only went 8-8 2 years out of 19 seasons. So that means almost every year the Steelers was in the playoff hunt. They always was in it, always in playoff talk. And even when they made it to the playoffs, because Mike Tomlin went to the playoffs 13 times, they were a team that posed a threat to every opponent that was on the opposite side of the ball. He won the AFC North 8 times. That's not good. That's not great. That's dominant. Now let's talk Super Bowls, because that's the thing that every coach gets judged on. Mike Tomlin went to 2 Super Bowls and won 1 ring. He became a Super Bowl champion at a young age too. He was one of the youngest coaches ever to win a ring, and that run made him a legend forever. But here's where Mike Tomlin's story gets even crazier. Mike Tomlin coached a whole generation of stars. Some are Hall of Famers and some are future Hall of Famers. These are the stars that Mike Tomlin coached in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin coached Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu, James Harrison, Hines Ward, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Cam Hayward, Minka Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt, and Marquise Pouncey. And that ain't even everybody. That's just the ones who set the black and yellow standard in the pit. So when people say Mike Tomlin was mid or he was alright, that's how you know they don't know football. Because he didn't just win games, he maintained a culture. He kept the franchise relevant for 19 years straight. But here's the part that made his exit feel personal. The Steelers been slipping in the playoffs recently, and according to reports, the decision came right after they just got smashed 30-6 by the Houston Texans in the wild card. So Mike Tomlin went to looking around after they lost their game, because he realized, man, Aaron Rodgers finna retire, this one finna get traded, that one finna go. Man, I'm not finna be the fall guy. Y'all ain't finna fire me. He left with his respect. They didn't let him go. He did it with class. He left with his legacy, and he left right before they could say, "You fired." Mike Tomlin did not lose his job. He quit his job. And now the Steelers only got one question left. Who in the world, who in the hell can fill Mike Tomlin's shoes? Because this just ain't about a coaching change. This about the end of a dynasty era in Pittsburgh. He definitely the Phil Jackson of that city, not because of championship rings, but his influence to the players on his team. Now, I personally feel that Pittsburgh should hire Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, and go get his son and put him as quarterback, because ain't nobody going to be able to fill Mike Tomlin's shoe, but they could bring a spark to Pittsburgh that they can't create outside of Tomlin. Tomlin was special, man. We'll never see a Mike Tomlin in this generation ever again. Deion might be the follow. He might be a strong follow-up, and you put his son at quarterback. Right now, they ain't got a quarterback. They done struggle with Russell Wilson. They done struggle with, I think, Mason Randolph, whatever his name was. They done struggle with all these quarterbacks. They finally had something going with Aaron Rodgers, and he done got old, gray hair all running through the goddamn car. He ain't the same. They need to bring Deion Sanders' son and Deion, Coach Prime. That's going to bring back the spark to Pittsburgh. That's going to make people be proud to wear that black and yellow. But what y'all think? Y'all comment below. Y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my sports network, Nino Brown Sports on YouTube. And make sure you hit that like button, because I'll be back.
Mike Tomlin, the youngest coach to coach in a Super Bowl. That would make you the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm also the most blessed coach to work with our staff and this group of men right here. I cannot say enough about what these guys are willing to do for one another and for you out there, Steeler Nation.
Well, I decided to step down as head coach because I got a call from Baltimore last night right after we got our cheeks blasted by Houston. They told me they would love to have me as their next head coach. So I immediately called up the Steelers and told them I am stepping down. I can't be staying in this shithole another season, bro, and have Mason Rudolph as my quarterback. It's going to be an absolute shit show in Pittsburgh next season. The fans are very ungrateful in Pittsburgh, so let's see how you guys do without me, you little snakes.
Sorry, Mike. Mike Tomlin stepped down at Pittsburgh.
He did? Is it official?
That's what I keep hearing. So, is he a candidate here?
Holy shit, Mike. Wouldn't that be awesome? Only if John takes the Pittsburgh job. Wow, wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know, that thing last week maybe disqualified him from my opening after our kicker missed a kick to let them advance. Good for Mike. Yeah.
Everybody loves to hang their hat. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. He's never had a losing season.
Right.
What is that? I thought the objective was to win and win a championship. Mm-hmm. So now this is where we are, because no coach has ever started his career like this. Never had a non-winning season. What is that? How close are the Steelers? Steeler fans, be realistic with yourself. How close are you, would you say, you to winning a championship as currently constructed?
No. Not nowhere near. Nowhere near, huh? I think Mike Tomlin, I love him to death as a coach. I think he walks away. I think I don't see the Rooney's actually firing him. I don't think they make that decision. I think they have a conversation where they allow him the grace to be able to leave the game or the team in general. I
don't see that happening. I don't see Mike Tomlin walking away from $16 million a year.
So
I don't.
What you hold on. Hold on now. But talk to me now. What you think?
I think he's gonna come back, but I don't think they're close.